I was reading through here and I was going, wow, what an experience. You were in Banff and Yellowknife?
Yes.
And what did you think of Yellowknife?
Yellowknife was amazing because of Northern Lights. I wanted to see the Northern Lights, so that's why I went to Yellowknife.
Right.
So it was very cold, but I'm born in winter, so that's why I like cold weather.
Good, and Banff as well?
Yeah, Banff also an amazing place. And the lake is very beautiful and the city is very pretty.
Lake Louise.
Lake is so nice.
Did you see the, what is it, the elk?
Elk, I met them many times.
Any bears?
Yes, I saw very far away, but I saw the bear.
Good, good. So before we get started, I'm interested and I am so excited. Show me some magic.
Sure. Okay.
You came prepared. You came prepared, all right.
Of course. There is just paper, and I will just write this one. There is two clips. One is blue, one is pink, like a boy and a girl.
Okay.
And like boys here, girls here. They are still separate. So I would like to meet them together. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay, it's okay. No problem.
Sorry.
So what was that? What was that mean?
This is actually I mistook.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. Can I show other magic?
Sure.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I know that trick. I know that trick.
Okay.
I used to do that with my kids all the time. I can't remember. Like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Good.
I used to go like this. I used to go like this with the kids. You know. Anyway, got it. Good, got it. Okay. So Fukumi, I want to ask you a question. You are an RN in Japan.
Yes.
Have you applied for recognition of your license here in Canada?
Actually not yet.
Okay.
So I'm in the process to apply to there. But at first I need a English score, so that's why I'm studying in here.
Okay, we need the English comprehension.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. Have you contacted the Ontario Nurses Association as well?
Not yet.
You should. You should.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing. Okay. Okay, good. So pediatric nursing, that's working with kids.
Yes.
Good, good. So you're doing childcare here in Toronto. You've been doing it since the beginning of this year, I assume. What type of care? What is it? A company or on your own? Or?
My own, and just like my friends need some child care person, so I help them. So and when they went to when they have to work, I went to their place and I took kids to park and play with them, and after come back home, prepare the meal and to help them to eat and take a nap.
That's good. So let's, and also at the so going back to the Yellowknife, and you say you took care of sick guests, and also to treat guests. Did you work with a nurse?
Not nurse. Like that one is like suddenly they didn't expect to happen like this. So there are some Japanese customer, but they came not very far away. So they and the cold, so they suffered from diarrhea. So just I went to their my boss know I was a nurse in Japan, so my boss asked me, so can you treat them? So I went to there and I heard their sympathy, and I gave advice what should you do, and so yes, I not just advice, and I listen their his story, because they are very nervous because here is in Canada, so I treat them.
What is BLS?
BLS is a kind of emergency
Basic
treatment.
life-saving?
Basic life-saving service. So when someone has some heart attack, we have to give some emergency treatment. So like check their
Vital signs?
vital signs, and bring AED.
Which is what?
AED is gives some energy to the heart,
Okay.
and gives like electric energy. So and
The paddle.
yeah.
Okay.
Electric shock.
I get it. You're gonna give me the paddle. Okay. A defibrillator. A defibrillator.
Defibrillator.
That's the paddle.
Oh.
That's what it's called here, defibrillator.
Defibrillator.
Yeah. You know, you put the shot in the shot.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Okay, I learned this. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's okay. I just wanted to understand what BLS was. I had other acronyms, but basic life skills. Okay. So these certifications that you have, and again what Lori said, you really should go to the Nurses Association to get an understanding of equivalency. So whether or not it is recognized here, or you might need to take a course, maybe, I'm not sure. I know one thing for sure, the color of blood is red everywhere in the world. There is no different color but red. However, maybe some of the things you can do here, you get recognition from your courseware and your license. Maybe you have to do something else to get the Ontario or wherever you want to work. Now, is your intention to work here in Canada?
Yes.
Okay, because we have a real need for nurses here.
So I'm going to jump a bit. You would not have a problem finding a job as a nurse with your certification being recognized. You understand? You follow me? Being recognized here in Ontario. Okay? It's got to be recognized. Okay? Meaning that the people, the association in Ontario says, yes, your license as an RN, license number 135, et cetera, is equivalent to what ours would be here. So therefore, we're going to give you an Ontario license. Once you get recognized, you're going to have no problem. Okay? That being said, do you want to work in a hospital?
Yes.
Because you didn't say here on your objective, hospital or home care or nursing supply or anything like that. You just said a pediatric nurse. Right, so you want to work in a hospital.
Yes.
The hospitals won't look at you. No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They will not talk to you unless you have that, unless you have your certification recognized. Don't waste your time with anything else. Do the English language, but don't waste your time with anything else. Get recognized here.
Sure.
Okay. And as Roman was saying, they may come back and say, well, you got to take 1 or 2 courses, 3, whatever, I don't know what it would be, before they would recognize you. That's where your focus has got to be.
Okay, I see.
Continue with the English, absolutely.
Yes.
But professionally, you got to get recognized.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
Yes.
And if not at a hospital initially, there are healthcare providers out there, like I'm thinking like Trillium, for example, that bring on nurses for their specific centers. And it may not be necessarily in pediatrics, it may be in geriatrics. But you need to also get Canadian experience.
Yeah.
So like don't, yes, focus for pediatrics, but if geriatrics comes along, you take the opportunity to build on your experience.
Thank you for your advice.
Are you understanding what I'm?
Yes.
Okay, well, I want to be clear with that. That's what you need to do. And then once you get going, you'll be fine.
I see. Thank you so much.
Okay, just one question to jump in before this. Now, you came here to Canada. So are you here on a student visa or are you here on a permanent status?
At first, I came here as a working holiday visa, and after I finished 1 year, I continued to stay as a visitor visa. So now I have a visitor visa. So
Okay,
yes.
you're wasting your time with the Nurses Association of Michigan because you can't work here as a visitor. So.
No, I know, but what you can do in the interim is to get the certification going.
Yeah.
That you can do. What Roman is saying is, you are not legally entitled to work in Canada until your visa.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he's saying, right? And I'm saying, fine, get your certification in the meantime. You okay?
Yes.
I just want to make sure you got that.
Yes.
Okay, because you can't work without the visa. It's called, I forgot what it's called. Well, not blinded immigrant. It's a working resident permit. I forgot the name.
Yes.
There's a name for it. I just can't remember the name of it. And then you can work at any hospital or whoever would hire you here. But in the meantime, go get your certification done, or do whatever you have to do to get certified.
So at first, I'll apply for Ontario nursing.
Yeah, what you can do is you can, for example, like, I did a little bit of work for a few years in healthcare, so I know, I'm not a nurse. I'm HR, I'm OSHA. Okay. So, I did a little bit of work on that, and I believe it's the Ontario Nurses Association, ONA, who you should contact first, because they can then direct you to wherever you need to be, or go onto their website. You have internet?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Ontario Nurses Association, and start digging into whatever it is. There's also, on Lakeshore, Humber College.
Oh, Humber College, yes.
Okay, may have a course that you could take that would help you get ready for the certification process. Okay, and that you can do while you're on a visitor visa. That you can do while you're on a visitor visa.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the things that I would get started with.
Okay.
The very first thing I would do, get your certifications translated.
Yeah.
Because even if you took that over
Yeah.
to the Ontario Nurses Association, they're gonna say, come back with a official translator.
So you have that translated into English.
And there are various, there's various agencies that put a stamp on and saying that when reviewing, this means that, because unless you're lucky and someone is Japanese could understand that. But if you have intentions of staying here, there's two places that I have recommended students go. And one is right at St. George.
Oh, St. George.
There's a building, it's called Oise. And Oise is the only area, it's on the 4th floor. And they have translation services. You have to pay for it, but it's worth having, because I'm looking at it, I don't know if this is a menu or a certification. So for the purpose of where you're going to distribute it to, it's worth the money to get it translated.
Do you know what OIC is?
I'm not sure.
St. George and Bloor, just over here. It's the Ontario Institute of studies in Education. Okay. You want to write it down?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to see a Tim Hortons on the corner.
Okay.
It's the not that small building, the big building. And you go straight upstairs. I don't have to get, you're going to Google it.
St. George and Bloor.
Bloor, you're going to see Varsity Stadium.
Station, yes.
And then right across the street, there's the building called OISE, Oise.
I'm just going to see if I can find it here.
Okay. Okay. because you have tremendous skills, good certification. What you need to do now is to take that and have people recognize it and understand it. We know where to send people if you want to work here in Canada. If not, then there's no sense spending the money. So tell me, what is Kyodo?
Kyudo.
Kyodo.
Kyudo is a Japanese traditional archery. Do you know archery?
Yes.
Like this one?
Yeah.
Kyudo is a more traditional one. So the more long one,
Longbow?
long bow,
Okay.
and archery is only here, but Kyudo is like
Behind
more
you.
big,
Okay.
and we wear the like a hakama is traditional wear, not kimono.
Okay.
So the point is 28 meter far. So and we have only four arrows. So very quiet. We usually do very quiet place. So there are place to go for God, Japanese God. So the difference is archery we can choose a right or left, but Kyudo is only right because they are both, so we can't show our back. So I can meet many different generations in that place because Kyudo can do many different generations. From elementary school student to 70, 80, 90. So very interesting.
Okay, so you got interested and then you became competitive, or is it just a traditional archery?
Traditional also, I can calm down my mentality. So, and also I can communication with many people, different generations. So I can learn many things from them.
Okay.
So that's why I like.
Do they have that here in Canada?
Yes, there are Japanese Culture Center. There they have some class about Kyudo. So I went to there.
Okay.
Good. Here's the top one. Just top one there. Ontario Institute for Studies in Education. It's part of the University of Toronto. St. George and Bloor.
Got the patent?
Yeah, thank you so much.
So which city do you like the best? You've been in Yellowknife, you've been in Banff, and now you're in Toronto.
I can't decide yet.
Okay.
Because each place has many
Different things.
things. For example, winter I like Yellowknife, summer Banff, fall to spring, fall I like Toronto because there are also Toronto Island and Mississauga, Hamilton. There are a lot of places to visit, so I love every place.
How long have you been in Canada?
Almost 1 year and 5 months.
Year and a half, more or
Yes.
less. Okay. Well, you've really seen a lot of the country in a year and a half. You're not necessarily close.
Is your apartment on the lake? Can you see the lake from your apartment?
Yes, I can. Sometimes I studied near the lake.
Good. Okay. What questions can we answer for you? Finished? You got everything?
Not yet.
You not here. Here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were finished, but I'm down.
Oh, you asked your question.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, University of Toronto?
University of Toronto.
Do they have the UOT on there? Just because that's on the road. T.
You.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down for you.
U of T.
Yeah, because you're gonna see that on the bill. That's-
U of T.
Yeah.
U of T.
Okay. So what questions have you got for us?
I have experience about nursing research.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to continue research for improve patient care. So how does your hospital support when nurse want to do nursing research?
We support it 100%. We always know that tomorrow is another solution. What we know today helps today, but as we learn, we continue to research better ways, faster ways, more cost-effective ways, obviously for life-saving. The hospital you're applying to is tied to the research foundation with the Hospital for Sick Kids. It's one of the largest in Canada.
Yes.
Okay, they are attached to the University of Toronto, actually, and they have, it's a teaching hospital.
Oh yeah.
So the students come from here and they go to either St. Mike, any of the hospitals, but in terms of pediatric care, there's a direct correlation, or direct research at the U of T to apply at the hospital. Okay.
So I have one more question.
Sure.
In the future, I have also experience as a supervisor for nursing students. So I really love study with them because I can learn. I also learn from them because they are also new idea. So I would like to be a supervisor if it's possible. So what's kind of training?
Everything is possible,
Possible.
but you need to demonstrate leadership. Your research is one part. To be a supervisor is to provide leadership, guidance, scheduling, conflict management, making sure everything is right, ordering, supplying, and reporting to the administration.
Yeah, I see.
Okay? So they don't call them supervisors here. What they do call them is team leaders, team managers, or head nurse,
Or head
or
nurse.
whichever. But the level of authority has all those things on top of nursing. So your certification is one thing, but you need to demonstrate your leadership qualities. They're not going to say, oh, by the way, we're going to make you a supervisor, but you don't know how to manage people. Because that's...
It ain't gonna happen.
Right.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Try to make it clear, very simple.
Okay, I understand. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The last thing for you is there are companies out there that provide nurses, RNs, RNAs, registered nursing assistants,
So VON, Victoria Road Nurse.
like the VO, exactly what I was gonna say. Companies like the, here, write this down. Here, let me write it to you faster. So VON, for the
Write it in full.
Victoria.
Victorian, sorry, Order of Nurses, and there's others. The one I was going to explain to you is I have a client in Montreal, and they're called Equinox Life Care Solutions, and what they do is they provide RNs, RNAs to smaller organizations. It could be a senior's home, it could be a children's home, I don't know exactly what it could be his home, it could be my home. They provide a nurse because of post-operative care or whatever the case may be. And organizations like VON do the same thing, okay? And this might be an opportunity for you where you can start to get some Canadian experience. They may have a client that is looking for a Japanese-speaking nurse.
Do you speak Japanese?
Yes, of course.
No, but I'm trying to give you an idea of the type of things to look at. And they may have a requirement or may know of something, and there's others like them. I just don't know who they all are, okay?
So
You have to do some research
yes.
on companies like VON.
On the internet, I can.
Yes.
research.
Yeah, I'm sure you can, I'm sure you can. And they, like I say, they may have a client that needs a Japanese-speaking nurse for 6 months, for a year. So your objective is to get Canadian experience while you're getting certified, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
More than welcome.
Thank you.
All the best.